Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tiger.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 17, Goff. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh?
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Let's make these babies work.
Now Goff. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Cut! 20, 14. Come on in, come get some. Come get some. Come on here. We're good.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. Cut. 20. Mike 4. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing again is Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second down, Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, on third down, Ryan. Runs through the contact. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second and 11 now. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
A 53-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Good footwork at the 30. Jones has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 52.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. No.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Bryant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 43.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You better come hard next time, son.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Switch.
Gun.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 25. Switch. Get up.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, boy.
46-yard line.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff caught by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Bravo.
The first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
120. Hey, show.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
That cute stuff
A
ain't working.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Let's go.
It's a gain
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
I got it. Hey, check. Three down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Second and 10 now from the 27. Running right, this is Freeman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
TJ Green on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Value three.
Goff now to throw. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 33. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come out here in the I, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You don't want no problem. 54th month.
This is Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready for waiting. 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Ready. Back 25.
Shot field.
They'll look to Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Listen.
Third and long. It's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
59, got it. 280, 22.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because...
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Hold on. Check. Don't get nervous.
To throw is gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 27, Goff. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jones. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Value free.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
to me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball, but when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it, running right in there and talking to the team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get in the right room. Shift. Slap. Five.
Back to throw, Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Down. Ready. 25. Here we go, D. Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on Ringo. Tiny out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Pull it together.
Go!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
You can't stop me. Ready. Check. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fighting him off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your back.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for LA, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.